Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Ticket Blitz Thursday. But here's the thing. Starting at 7:10, so in about 10 minutes in Clash with Kenzie, we will have tickets for Papa Roach and Rise Against. Rise of the Roach Tour. Now, we'll have those also at 8:20 and 9:20 today, kicking off Ticket Blitz Thursday, which goes every hour today. Save your chance at them every hour. With Lauren, with Brian Phillips, all the way through the day, and us, 8:20, 9:20. That's when we get into it.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
The Bulls won last night. Let's go. Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks scored 46 points. But a crazy comeback from the Bulls, and the Bulls win 124-123. Patrick Williams scored 11 points for the Bulls in the first quarter. By the way, I didn't see any of this because I haven't hooked up my antenna. Stop laughing in their case.
Sorry, I'm waiting for you to do it.
Here's the thing. I had faith. This is my problem. This is a me problem.
Oh, boy.
I had faith that the Chicago Sports Network, by now, a couple months into the seasons of Blackhawks and the Bulls, that this whole thing would blow over and it'd be on YouTube TV by now, my provider, or maybe Xfinity, your provider. Mm-hmm. It seems to have gotten quiet that they're not even working on it anymore.
Well, because no one's watching the games. So why fix a problem that nobody's complaining about?
Huh. I didn't think of that.
You ever have like a cabinet that doesn't close just right, but you don't really use the cabinet all that often, so you go, well, I'm not going to fix this. Why cross it off the list if it's not bothering anybody?
Now, Kenzie tried to hook up the antenna and failed in Elgin because...
twice. 2 different antennas I bought.
Oh, you bought a second antenna?
Yep, didn't work. Everyone's like, you have to buy a nicer one. I did. Didn't work.
What was everybody like, Kenzie?
You have to buy a nicer one.
Wait, let me turn the music down. Do it again.
You have to buy a nicer one. As if... I don't know why you could tell what antenna I was using anyways. Like, I didn't have the box sitting out with the price on it. But I bought a nicer one, and guess what? It doesn't work.
I think they've learned to know you pretty well and knew you bought the cheaper one, I guess, before you bought the nicer one.
I'm cheap. You're cheap.
I am cheap. I'm proud of being cheap. I bought the $23 one, the first antenna I bought. What, was that their first one, you think?
The first one I got was 20-something,
Okay.
and then the second antenna I bought was 45.
Oof.
So, shut up. I bought the nicer one. It doesn't work.
Miss Zuckerberg over here bought the nicer one.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It had a huge range. Yeah, I guess it's still not my range.
You're about 44 miles from the Sears Tower in Elgin.
Yeah, but I tried to connect to, like, the Chicago one. I also tried to connect to Rockford, because I'm in that zone, too.
You're probably closer to Rockford, aren't you?
I am closer to Rockford.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
suck on that. That sucks, right? Think about that. Chew on that hubba bubba.
Well, maybe you bought the
worst.
nicer one. It would come in Rockford then.
Yeah, well, it didn't. I bought the nicer one. It doesn't even connect to Rockford.
That is an actual voice-to-text translation there of the person that said that to Kenzie. Say it again.
I bought the nicer one.
Wicked Witch of the West strikes again.
Yeah, I wish I would have dropped a house on them.
So anyway, back to the Bulls game I didn't see, but I saw on Twitter, basically followed the plays. Zach LaVine had 14 points without missing a shot after scoring just 5 points in the opening quarter. That was in the second. So just a crazy game. Billy Donovan got a technical. It was a wild game. It was fun. And the Bulls are now 5-7 with that victory, but they take on the 13-0 Cavs tomorrow night.
That's right.
13-0 Cavs.
Now, Brian, you know why you need to plug in your antenna for that Friday night game against the Cavaliers?
Tell me.
1, the Cavs are 13-0, like you just said. Pretty
Thank
good.
you.
2, it's the first game the Bulls have in the NBA Cup, the in-season tournament. So these games really matter.
Boy, it's confusing to follow all these tournaments.
No, it's not.
All the festivals out there, the music festivals and the tournaments.
I've been saying
No, it's not. There's the NBA Cup and there's a Lollapalooza. There's no similarities between the two.
That's all there is?
There's an NBA Cup?
Yes.
It's a mid-season tournament, and they actually paint the floors really cool.
A mid-season tournament?
I
What
assume-
is this, travel basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of.
Oh, bleh.
They travel a lot.
Well, they are like a kids team, the Bulls, pretty much at this point. But hey, they're 5-7. They won last night. Let's not get negative.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Why I'm really excited about the Bears offensive coordinator, Thomas Brown, who's just been named the coordinator after, of course, firing the second coordinator in a year and a half, maybe even less than that. And he said this about Waldron, who just got fired. We're not the same at all. That was his statement yesterday. First off, love that. Didn't like the other guy. So if you're not the same in any way at all, we love that. Also, he said this. We're going to make practice as hard as humanly possible so the game will seem easy. That's an old school coach phrase that I love.
They're be running some laps.
Oh,
Sucks.
I want blood on the field. Water is for the weak. That's what I want him to say in practice. I love this guy already.
Don't you think the players are like, God, we should have done better with the other coach? This sucks.
He's going to come out there like everybody remembers high school sports when you had a bad game if you played something, and the next day in practice the coach says the whistle and says, we're not pulling the balls out today. Get on the line. We're just going to run today. I would have a panic attack and I'd have to get a bag. I couldn't even start running because I was so scared.
There's nothing I want to hear less in life than everybody get on the line.
Oh,
I'm out.
Dude, look at my arm. I've been out of high school for decades, and I got goosebumps because that line scares the hell out of me.
I don't want to be anywhere near a line. I'm not getting on the line.
We're just going to run today. Oh, God.
Oh, I had a high school baseball coach who'd be like, all right, we're running until somebody pukes. And it'd be like, oh, please tell me somebody had a big dinner last night. I don't want to run, and I don't want to puke.
Kenzie, you played high school rugby or lacrosse?
Rugby? Are you serious?
I thought you played rugby.
It's like rugby. Good Lord.
Damn.
But it's like the Jillian Michaels quote where she's like, unless you puke, faint, or die, keep walking. That's what she said at The Biggest Loser. I used to have a shirt that said that on it.
But in high school lacrosse, did they ever say, get on the line, we're running today because you guys sucked last night?
We had to run a lot.
Yeah.
The whole concept is a lot of running. I was like, I made a huge mistake with the sport.
Should have joined the math club.
I was like,
should have done that.
Well, that probably wouldn't have won as well either.
He reminds me a little bit of Dan Campbell, at least with that phrase, the coach of the Lions, who people laughed at him in his opening press conference and said, this guy's going to last like 3 months. Now, a couple years later, he's got the Lions as a Super Bowl contender. Remember his speech, how he talked about what the team's going to be?
Adversity, all right? And so this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
And everybody made fun of him for that speech. Like, this guy doesn't understand football. He's not talking X's and O's in his press conference. He's awesome. He's awesome. Dan Campbell.
That sounds just more like a serial killer. Like you're taking chunks out of a body.
That's what I want as a coach.
A serial killer?
That's what I want.
Okay.
It sounds a little bit like if Howard Dean were a sports coach. He's listing all the different things you're gonna do. I'm surprised he didn't end with a yeah.
We're going to hit you when you're down. We're going to come up. We're going to need a kneecap. And then we're going to hit the other kneecap. Finally, let's end with something very holiday and pleasant. So Jason Kelce is Travis Kelce's brother. Travis Kelce, of course, dating Taylor Swift. Jason Kelce is a Hall of Famer from the Eagles, won the Super Bowl there. I've met Jason Kelce because I worked in sports radio in Philly when I was exiled from Chicago radio. He's a great guy, does so much charity work. And they make a holiday album every year. And he plays guitar and he sings. So he does? Yeah, he's really good. And they do a Christmas album every year for the charity for the Philadelphia Eagles charities. Like they have a big autism foundation. They do a lot of great work.
Is Taylor Swift on it this year?
So you'd think she would be.
Yeah.
But instead, this is a song with Jason Kelce and Stevie Nicks singing.
That's awesome. I love Stevie Nicks.
It's called Maybe This Christmas. And this song on the iTunes 100 holiday chart is now crushing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
Oh my God, there's going to be a hit out on him by the end of the day. Be careful.
Here's the song. Here's a little bit of the song. That's Jason, not Stevie Nicks.
Thank you.
That's a little bit of it there. You like it? Better than Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas?
I just think it's new, so it's better. I don't think it's better than that song. I have to say, I love Stevie Nicks. Very exciting. I wish he would have put out a Halloween album with her on it. She's my witchy woman.
Well, they have that song. What other Halloween songs would they do?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you sing a Halloween song?
What do you mean, how do you sing a Halloween song? It's just a little
Like,
spook. Yeah, that's what you do. That's the whole song. Boom, boom, boom.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, Lincoln Park. Q101 presents Lincoln Park at the Madhouse at the United Center on Monday, August 11th. Tickets go on sale Thursday, November 21st. So not today, obviously, but coming up next week. That'll be at 10 a.m. And our great partners at Live Nation, we're so happy to bring this to you at the United Center, Lincoln Park, the From Zero World Tour. Free tickets coming up at 9 a.m. Make sure that's in your phone at 9 a.m. The first free pair of tickets for that show from Q101 and Brian and Kenzie. Things are a little crazy today. We have a lot of giveaways. And so right now we're going to do a different giveaway. Just make sure you're paying attention carefully. If you want to go see Papa Roach and Rise Against in September of next year, that's also Ticket Butts Thursday. So call 312-591-8300 right now for those tickets to compete against Kenzie in trivia. That's how you win them. So Papa Roach Rise Against right now for Clash with Kenzie in trivia. You got to beat her in trivia to get those tickets. Also coming up after trivia, Lorinda yesterday, who competed, was one of the greatest callers of all time. We've done some fun things with her laugh. If you were listening yesterday, you understand what I'm talking about, and we'll play that audio coming up after trivia. But get on the phones right now for those Papa Roach Rise Against tickets.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Here we go. We have kind of pre-Ticket Blitz Thursday tickets for Papa Roach and Rise Against, the Rise of the Roach Tour with Under Oath, Saturday, September 27th in Tinley Park. And the tickets are on sale now. The pre-sale is going on right now. You can use the code word BEATS for those. Our great partners at Live Nation helped put this on with our locals Rise Against and our great dear friends Papa Roach. What a lounge they did in 2024. You can go back at our YouTube channel and check it out. So good. So good. And now Jay's taking in from Burbank to compete. As I said, this will be Ticket Blitz Thursday at 8:20 and 9:20 today, too. I just broke our microphone. Sorry. Because I'm excited about all the tickets today. Yeah, all this stuff. So, Jay, ahoy. Tell us something about yourself.
Hi, how you guys doing this morning?
Really awesome. Well, you got a nice, smooth voice, man.
Well, thank you.
Coming for your job as an audition.
Yeah.
I like the way Jay sounds.
Yeah. Hey,
Good
Jay.
to know. Good to know,
I'll
Jay.
take an interview after the game.
Tell us something about yourself, bud.
Rise Against is one of my favorite bands. I actually have them tattooed. That's one of 3 bands I have on me.
Oh, wow.
Is it on your face, the tattoo?
No,
Oh.
no.
Fake fan.
I was smart when I was younger.
Where is it?
It's just on my left shoulder.
Oh, I thought he was going to say lower back. Damn it.
I wonder if Rise Against would appreciate a tramp stamp tattoo.
Oh, the
Of course
guys.
they would.
Yeah, the guys in Rise Against,
Yeah.
they would love a tramp stamp tattoo.
It's commitment.
Uh-huh.
Every time you bend over. I love that.
How often you bend over, Jay?
Quite a bit.
I know. Amen. Amen, brother.
All right. Well, here we go. First 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. I really hope you win with that tattoo. I hope you didn't get the tattoo to compete today and like, oh boy, if I don't win, stuck with this tattoo. So also call heads or tails right now, buddy.
Heads.
It is heads. That's the first person that won the coin toss, I think, in like 2 weeks.
I feel like you're just lying. You're a minute. You can't just hold up the quarter. It has both sides. You can't bounce it up to my face.
Who am I, David Copperfield? And I can flip it around and show you the other way?
It's a pretty easy trick. Here's the other side of the quarter.
And now it comes out of my ear.
Oh, my God.
All right. Question goes to Kenzie first.
Nope, it goes to Jay.
Oh, that's right. Jay won. Never mind. Okay, Jay. Here we
I'll
go.
take it.
Jay, what drink company owns Mountain Dew?
Pepsi.
Pepsi does. Kenzie, what is the capital of the state of Texas?
Oh. I'm toggling between 3, unfortunately. Is it?
There's 3.
I know, I'm toggling between 3.
3.
I'm going to
2.
say... Okay, stop. I hate when you do that.
Well, it's a game.
Is it
You have to
Houston?
count down.
I don't like clocks.
You're out. Jay.
Houston.
No.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, you were going to he saved you. You were going to get the wrong
No,
anyway.
I said it. You just didn't... Did you not hear me? I said Houston.
Case buzzed you. I didn't hear it over the buzzer.
I heard Houston, and they gave you
And
a
then you
buzzer.
gave me a buzzer.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Both of them
I
got it
didn't hear
wrong.
Austin, Texas, the capital of
Wow,
Texas.
not one of the 3. I was thinking of, which is really unfortunate.
Is the other one San Antonio then?
Yes, I was thinking of Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. Not even on the board.
Wow.
Bummer.
They're toggle a different way next time.
Yeah, I got wrong toggle. That sucks.
Is it to Kenzie now?
It's back to Jay. He's up 1-0.
Jay, what bird gets its pink color from the algae and shrimp it eats?
Flamingos.
Flamingo, 2-0 Jay. Kenzie, in the title of the 1986 song by Lionel Richie, what part of the room was he dancing on?
The ceiling.
The ceiling.
I remember the music video vividly. I love Lionel Richie. This is one of the best concerts I ever went to was Lionel Richie.
Oh, man.
Fantastic. He's so funny. I love him.
He's not a comedian, though.
But he's really funny.
Is he? I watch American Idol. I think he's great on American Idol as a judge.
Oh, my gosh. He's so funny.
Okay.
He had this great story about how a guy came up to him backstage, like he's doing a meet and greet, and he goes, I make love to you all the time. And he goes, whoa, man. He goes, I'm sorry, I meant your music. And it was so funny.
Very good jams to make love to.
Him.
Back to Jay.
2-1, back to Jay.
Jay, the first Super Bowl was played in what decade? So give me a decade.
1920s.
Oh, no, not really. No. Kenzie?
Can you say it again?
The first Super Bowl was played in what decade? So just give me a decade.
It wasn't the 20s, huh?
No, it wasn't. Hello there, sir. Nice jams on you.
I'll guess the 1940s.
Nope. So there was a lot of championship games in the NFL back then, but the first Super Bowls were in the 60s.
Wasn't there?
Nope. Let's see, back to
Kenzie.
What comedian listed these 7 dirty words in their 1972 comedy special?
Oh, Cardinal.
What'd you say?
Cardinal.
Colonel?
John Cardinal?
John Cardinal.
Jackson Cardinal. How do you say it?
Well, Jay might know it. Jay, do you know?
It is George Carlin.
George Carlin.
Oh my God, that's what I meant.
Yeah, not John Colonel.
Colonel, what is it?
Well, it is.
She messed me up with that. I was about to mispronounce it, too.
It's Colonel?
It's Carlin. George Carlin.
I've been saying Cardinal for a while.
One of his dirty words.
Yep.
Colonel.
Oh, my God.
Is it back to Jay?
It's back to Jay. He's up 3-1.
Jay, the NHL's Winter Classic game between the Blackhawks and the Blues is being played at what Major League Baseball stadium? 3, 2, give me a stadium.
Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, no.
Me.
Yeah, it's you. Wrigley Field. The Blackhawks and the Blues are playing at Wrigley Field on New Year's Day. It's amazing. The Winter Classic will be here, and then some college hockey after that, which is pretty wicked.
Also, I changed my answer to George Carlin.
No, it does not work like that.
You will appeal that, and we'll get that answer to you after Christmas.
There you go.
They're very busy before Christmas to appeal people.
3-2, back to Jay.
Jay, what bird can swim but cannot fly?
A penguin.
A penguin. Jay's got 4.
Why does he get all the bird questions? I love birds. I want a bird question.
Oh, he did have a flamingo question and the penguin. I'm just going in order.
This is some of my favorites.
So back to Kenzie.
That's right, 4-2, back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, name one of the 7 U.S. states that seceded. This is even tougher than you think. Okay, one of the U.S. 7 states that seceded and formed the original Confederacy during the U.S. Civil War. So I just need one state of the 7.
Okay. One of the 7 that was part of the Confederacy. So that means like they were like into the slavery thing.
I'm not going to comment or go that far.
Can I just work it out for a second?
Yes, but we
show your work.
Just stop it.
But it's 7:33. We have to keep moving here.
Is it? Is Alabama?
Alabama's right.
Thank God.
They had slaves.
I'm
So it's your theory.
I'm trying to go super red with it.
Yes. Good news. Kenzie has 3, but even better news for Jay. Next one, Jay, wins. You got this one, okay? So for those Rise Against tickets, you have the tattoo on your forehead as far as we know. Here we go, Jay. Who won a record 8 gold medals at the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing? A record 8 gold medals. 3. Phillips?
Give it to me one more time, Jay.
Phelps.
Kenzie's fuming. We never give second answers, but because you have a Rise Against tattoo on your forehead, there you go. You got the tickets, buddy.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Oh, we appreciate you, and you can have my job.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day, sir.
I don't want to go that high. I just want to have comfortable living.
That's
Very
nice.
nice. Very nice.
I mean, your comment a while back makes I wake up to it every day that I'm on underneath the 50% of people that aren't rich.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay, I'll explain what he's talking about is in the fact that made your brain go boom.
A long time ago.
That if you have $4,000 in the bank, you're richer than half the earth.
And Brian said, this is a direct quote before he said it on the radio. This is something that's going to make everyone feel good.
And I still believe that.
I went, look how bad he feels. Thank God he won.
Well, I still think it's a good thing because if you have $4,000 in the bank, that means you're richer than half the earth. That should make you feel good, not bad for the other half that doesn't have $4,000, like Jay Sadly.
Okay, that's mean. Unnecessary.
Well,
I won tickets. I'm goody now.
That's right. You don't have to spend money on that. Papa Roach, Rise Against with Under Oath, Saturday, September 27th from Live Nation and Brian and Kenzie and Q101. Enjoy that show, buddy.
Thank you, my guys.
All right, Cannons now. And after Cannons, yesterday during Clash with Kenzie, boy, Lorinda competed and was one of our greatest callers of all time, certainly of 2024. Her laugh was infectious. We've done some fun things with her laugh that we'll play in 3 minutes. After Cannons, Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. You like free stuff? We have a lot of it today. Coming up at 8, Q101 Twisted Christmas Night 2 tickets for the All-American Rejects that we'll have on the show soon to talk about Twisted Christmas. So that's at 8 a.m. And an update on the Monkees. The Monkees in South Carolina. As far as we know, 15 were still loose. How close have they gotten to Chicago? They are moving north. We will give you that update. And if it's in your suburb, a monkey that could eat your face off.
Hey.
We'll talk about that. In 10 minutes when we get up to 7:50. First, we did promise you something joyous. Yesterday, Lorinda was on the show competing in Clash with Kenzie and had one of the most infectious, crazy laughs we've ever heard. Here's what it sounded like the entire competition if you were not here yesterday.
By the way, the seal is me. The clapping's me.
You are clapping.
I sound like a seal, and I know it. Me. I'm very aware that I have a clapping while laughing problem. That's what I sound like.
So she did that for about a good 6 minutes throughout. She's a wonderful person. She's on our Q101 crew members page. But here we go. Here's some things we've done with her laugh that was pretty entertaining, we think. Oh, so good. How about then with her with Beavis and Butthead on the couch? I saw her on the couch when I made that one. Another song we play here at Q101. And finally, from the movie Saw. I'm going to have that on my speaker on the front porch for Halloween next year.
Oh, she's amazing. I love her.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.